Now I'm going to use a little bit of what we call inference. That's where you are inferring shit from what you're reading. This woman is responding on Facebook to the Kyle Rittenhouse situation. I don't know if it was before or after the verdict. It was probably somewhere thereabouts at the end of last week. Now, she's making fun of the fact that Kyle shot somebody, but I want you to look at what she's actually saying. And I'm going to try to do this video again without using so much vulgarity, because I hate it when women are abused. And so this tramp really just kind of burns my noodles because of what she's actually justifying here. So keep in mind, she's a woman. I've been beat black and blue. And have had a gun to my head. I didn't kill anyone. He, Kyle Rittenhouse, killed people because they kicked him and chased him. You don't kill people because they kicked you. Really. So she says, I've been beat black and blue and have had a gun to my head. And then she says, you don't kill people because they kicked you. Now, we can easily infer from this that she has been involved with some kind of domestic violence or something about that. She's either been in a problem with family or friends, or somebody beat black and blue. By who? I've had a gun to my head. From who? I didn't kill anyone. This is what she's telling you ladies. This is the part that pisses me off about this tramp. I've been beaten black and blue, and I had a gun to my head. I didn't kill anyone. You don't kill people because they kicked you. All right, well, so you're beaten black and blue by somebody who's kicking you and holding a gun to your head. You don't have the right to defend yourself against that? Because that's what this bitch is telling you. That this is what her post is saying. You don't have to take my word for it. You can see her little laughy face. Oh, get the little laughy emoji. Oh, he's being kicked. He's being chased. I've had that done. That's what she's saying. You can't just apply this to Kyle Rittenhouse. Had she not put the first couple sentences there, you could just say he killed people because they kicked him and chased him. You don't kill people because they kick you. Had she just said that, you could have walked past this comment and said, well, okay, she thinks it's funny, whatever. She's a fucking nut, but whatever. That's not what she did. She prefaced all this with saying that I've been beaten black and blue and have had a gun to my head. I didn't kill anyone. When somebody was kicking me, when somebody was punching me, when somebody was beating me black and blue, when somebody had me down on the floor, kicking me, stomping on my face, stomping on my stomach, punching me. Some big man, maybe. Did she let a little girl beat her ass like that? I doubt it. Somebody was kicking her. Somebody was punching her, evidently. I mean, she's making the connection. I'm not making these connections. I'm just reading what the bitch has said. I've been beat black and blue. I've been beat black and blue. You ladies ever been beat black and blue? Have you ever been beat? Have you ever been kicked by someone that you know? You ever had domestic violence? You ever faced it? Have you ever had your face stomped on? I know girls that have had that happen. I know girls that have had a gun held to their head. My ex-wife's sister, youngest sister, one of the pieces of shit she was dating, she wants to break up. He threatens her life, puts a gun to her head. So she doesn't have a right to defend herself? Because this whore right here says she doesn't have a right. She doesn't have a right because she says, look at the second sentence there, I didn't kill anyone. I didn't do anything to try to save my life. I laid there and screamed like a little wimp, like a little coward, which is fine. If you're okay with that, honey, that's fine. But you don't have the right, the authority, to tell other women to just lay down and take it. Like I said, had she started this with the third line there, he killed people because they kicked him, ha ha ha, ha, and chased him, ha ha ha, the slut does not know the details. That's not what happened. They threatened to murder him. Rosenweenie, Rosen baby raper, threatened to murder a number of them, including Kyle. And then he chased Kyle down when Kyle was alone, trying to put out fires at another car lot. And Rosenweenie wasn't alone. He had his big buddy who fired a gun up in the air. That right there was an act. That right there, that gunshot, that was the catalyst that allowed Kyle to use lethal self-defense no matter what. He says it's a warning shot. Warning shot for what? Nothing had happened yet. Nothing had happened yet. You don't get to fire a warning shot when nothing has happened. That is a felony. She's upset because Kyle only got chased and kicked. That's not what happened, bitch. You need to learn the facts. Right here on my channels. That's not what happened. They threatened to murder him. Got very aggressive. Chased a young man, making him think that his life was in danger. I've been beaten black and blue and had a gun to my head. I didn't kill anyone. You see the laughy face? I'm sorry. This is a screenshot from Facebook. I didn't do this. This has not been manipulated except to clip it down. I didn't change anything. Only thing I did was screenshot it and use the crop feature to make it small enough to get it, because this is all I wanted. That was it. Nothing else has been altered there. This is her words. I've been beaten black and blue, and I have had a gun to my head. I didn't kill anyone. So she's telling you that you don't have the right, the authority to use lethal force to save your life if you're only being beat black and blue and had a gun to your head, being kicked and chased. Laughy face. You don't kill people because they're only kicking your skull in. You don't kill people because they're only chasing you with murderous intent. Thank God this bitch doesn't make the laws, because that's literally what the law says. If somebody makes you think they're about to cause you serious bodily harm or death, you have a right to use lethal force to stop them, to stop the threat. This bitch is saying that you don't have that right. And it's funny too. She thinks it's funny when women get beaten black and blue. And they only get kicked. You think that I'm exaggerating this because she says he killed people because they kicked him and chased him. The problem is she prefaced this with her fucking example, her experience. If she had not put those the two first sentences in there, you could walk away from it, like I said. You don't kill people because they kicked you. You don't kill people because they chased you. You don't kill people because they beat you back black and blue and put a gun to your head. She's the one making all these connections. She's the one saying, I didn't kill anybody when I was beat black and blue, when I had a gun to put to my head. She's the one making all these connections. She's the one telling you that you just have to lay there and take it. Thank God this tramp does not make the fucking laws. Thank God this tramp does not speak for women, for abused women everywhere. I grew up in a household where my mother was being abused. I have watched family members, women, having the shit beat out of them. I've also watched women with Stockholm Syndrome. Ex-wife's sister. Her second husband, I believe it was, just beating the shit out of her. She calls us. She's crying, come and help me, come and get me, come and protect me. So 3 of us went over. And we went after the motherfucker. And she jumps between us before we could even get to him. And is telling us she's going to call the police on us. She's, don't hurt him, don't hurt him. He loves her, she loves him. They just got into a fight. She has had the hell beat out of her. That's Stockholm Syndrome. They start getting all familiar with their captor, with their abuser. You ladies that have experienced this, you know what I'm talking about. This tramp here is saying, I've been beaten black and blue and had a gun held to my head. I've been kicked. I've been chased. I didn't kill anyone. Why would you? Why would you defend your life? Why would you think that you're more valuable than that piece of shit who's standing over you with his heel in your face, crushing your skull, destroying the bones in your face, which I know a case of that happening? Why would you defend yourself? Because this tramp right here says that she didn't kill anyone. She didn't do anything to defend herself. Why would you?